What up, squad? We are back for another week, and that means another episode coming your guys' way.
Another one.
An entertaining week in the Pac-12, right? Every single underdog team won, which means there's got to be a lot of drama and a lot of intrigue. And when you're talking intrigue, look no further than the USC quarterback room. JT Daniels out, Matt Fink out, and Jack Sears in.
Your team needs you tonight. You're the colonel. You're going to command your troops tonight. You understand?
On their third-string quarterback, we're wondering what's going to change. All week we're hearing, hey, got to simplify the playbook. Hey, got to do what Jack does well. Well, that's all easy said in interviews, but it's a whole nother beast taking that mentality to the park and executing it in the Coliseum. So in this episode, we're going to look at what exactly the USC staff did to simplify things for Jack Sears.
For God's sakes, don't turn anything fence!
All right, Max, so what you got? When I watched this game, Jack Sears dropped back 36 times. On exactly half of those dropbacks, 18 of those dropbacks, the progression or the play called, they split the field in half. Well, what does that mean, Max? That means that all the receivers are on one side of the field. Pretty basic, right? Or your progression has all the receivers coming to one specific side of the field. And Max, so what does that give you? That allows a young quarterback to keep his eyes in one spot. He's not going from A to B to C all around the field. No, it doesn't matter the coverage. His eyes are always going to one spot. It makes it easier to read and really allows for progression to be simplified for a quarterback making his first start. Let's watch this first play and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
He's standing around. Here's Sears. Finds Pittman. Penalty marker.
A pretty straightforward, naked right. Finds Michael Pittman on an over route. He's able to get outside the pocket, use his legs. Awesome. Great play. Great job by Jack Sears. Good little completion. But what I want to point out, and you're going to get sick of hearing me say this the entire video, is the fact that they cut the field in half. By going naked right and getting Jack Sears on the run, you're cutting out the left side of the field. Jack's entire progression from the flat route to the comeback to the over, it's all right in front of his eyes, which allows for a young quarterback to easily go through his progression, and he's not worried about bouncing all around the field. Let's check out another example.
125 to Eno Benjamin. Josh Follow on the catch. And there goes Josh Follow with a first down.
Now diving into the RPO world. You don't necessarily have to roll out to split the field in half. In this scenario, Jack Sears is just going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage. If the end man comes towards Jack, he'll spit the arrow route out to the tight end. If the end man goes out in coverage, he'll just hand the ball off. The linebacker and the safety aren't in the way, so this is a good completion by Jack Sears. But another example of, all right, Jack's eyes are to the left. He's reading one guy. There's 11 guys on the defense, but he's got one responsibility, and that's that end man on the line of scrimmage. A great read by Jack, and a nice little completion for USC. All right, Browne, what else you got for me?
Behind.
Now we got a little progression pass action on our hands. You don't necessarily have to roll out or dive into the RPO game to split the field in half. You can still have your quarterback operate full-on progressions. And on this play, he's going to work 1 to the wheel, 2 to the under route coming by Tyler Vaughns, to 3 the sit route by the tight end over the ball at 10 yards. If you split the field in half and drew a line down the midpoint of the field, there isn't a single route on the right side of the field. I guess the running back ends up trickling to the right, but you guys get what I'm saying. The right side of the field, there are no receivers on that side. So for Jack Sears, he's able to keep his eyes all in one spot, and it allows him to go through his progression a lot easier and quicker to get the ball out of his hands. Obviously a missed opportunity here, but you can at least see by cutting the field in half and only having receivers on the left side of the field, a lot easier read for a younger quarterback.
We've got, what do we got? We got 52 points for you? Here you go. Here's your deep shot. Sears got a man, and it's caught by Vaughns.
All right, here we go again. Draw that same line down the midpoint of the field. Jack Sears doesn't even have to worry about anything on the right-hand side. There isn't any receivers over there. Yeah, one of the receivers is kind of creeping that direction, but by and large, there is nothing going on to Jack Sears' right, and therefore, it makes it easier on him. He's able to focus only on the receivers on the left-hand side, and as a result, he's able to throw an absolute dime, a missed opportunity, a tough one for the USC offense. But this is a perfect example of simplifying the reads for Jack Sears and allowing his eyes to only go in one spot.
Fresh set of downs for Sears. Play fake. Slings it out to Vaughns.
You guys know the drill. Cut the field in half, take away the left side of the field. all of Jack Sears' options are to the right side, to his front side, and it's the same play as the last play we watched. It's that 3 vertical concept. This time Michael Pittman just elects to cut it short and give us a comeback route just because the ASU secondary is so soft and so deep, and Jack Sears does a great job. Works through his progression, gets the ball out of his hands, and a nice completion for SC. Players make plays, yeah, but I compliment the scheme by USC.
Hold on.
What did you say?
But I compliment the scheme by USC to allow Jack Sears to have some success, simplifying his reads, allowing his eyes to stay in one spot, making it as easy as possible for a guy that's going through a lot of stress and his head's probably spinning 100 miles an hour. But Max, if this is so easy, if this is so simple, if this makes a lot of sense by splitting the field in half, why doesn't USC or any team just do that all the time? I don't care if it's your 3rd-string quarterback or your 1st-string quarterback. That's a fair question, but let's watch these next few plays and I'll show you why.
When he didn't get any added possession there. Sears running for his life and launching away.
When you cut the field in half and put all your options on one side of the field, when football happens, when a pass rush happens and Jack Sears is forced to get flushed out to his right, he's running out of options. There's nothing to the right. Remember, we cut the field in half. We got nothing going on to the right side of the field. And so a great job by Jack Sears flushing out of the pocket, getting out of trouble. But then he just simply runs out of options, and it's tough to operate there.
Back 2 hands. One-handing it here under pressure and slinging it.
On this one, we have that naked fake, right? And
We're going streaky! Yes!
Jack Sears rolls out to his left. Therefore, you're cutting the field in half. There's only options to the left side of the field, except this time ASU sniffs it out. They're able to get pressure on Jack, and with every step that Jack takes towards his own sideline, that field shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. And once again, you run out of options.
Told him, just sling it. Trying to get to the edge. He will be.
Once again, a similar story here. Roll out left. This time USC's only got 2 options. Cut the field in half, or in this, they're really only using a fourth of the field. They got an arrow route and a corner route. Their only 2 options are on the left sideline of the field, and Arizona State's corner does a great job squatting and taking away that quick hitter. And this is a crucial miss for SC because it's 3rd and 2. It's late in the game. You got to convert this. And so while simplifying your reads is great for a young quarterback and it allows him to get in the rhythm of the game and allows him to operate, there's also the other side. And that's the side that it leaves you with less answers, less options, and less ways to counter this Arizona State defense. So there you have it. That's what stuck out to me in this ASU-USC matchup. The difference of play calling and approaches and offensive mentalities for USC when you have your 1st-string quarterback and when you have your 3rd-string quarterback. A good job by Jack Sears managing and operating this offense, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough to beat ASU. But that wraps up another video. Be sure to comment below and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys back here later this week for another breakdown.